Чакай да се нагласи камерата. Супер. Така, пуснах. Така предупредих бандата от Дискорда, че пуснахме лайфа. Нека да влезем тука. Пейст. Който иска да типне, да помогне, да вземем Райдер Шокуна. По-бързо. Защото аз като я изкарам ще мине време, ако не ще следваме следващия герой. Следващите банери идват. Снежная идва по-бързо и студена вихрушка през зимата. Бррррр. Ще има да стотим като куче мечка без кожа. Така. Получаваме съобщенията, пишете коментари, пишете идеи и всичко. Сега мисля, че почваме с историята на Арлекино. Ще бъде забавно да видим. How are you? I'm good, bro. Брат, аз има цец. Брат, моля те, не ме спами така, бе, брат. Алекс Петров, ти... Ако ще спамиш, поне ни пиши, брат. Или пиши по-нормално. Брат, пиши ми АЦЦ-то ти в това. Чакай, ако искаш, аз ще пратя моето АЦЦ, етко UID-то. Прати ми покана и да цъкаме, ако искаш. Как си, брат? Алекс Петров, супер, че си екстра, но моля да ни спами, така изглеждаш като бот. Добре, дай после ще го видя. Кое нямаш? Кое нямаш, бе, брат?
Filial, supplies are here.
Играта е безплатна, може да си я
And
дръпнеш.
who are the...
Allow me to introduce...
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been... It's nice to meet you. I heard you've...
Of course! We're making our way all across to that! Oh.
You must be pretty familiar with...
Oh, this is the first we've heard.
It seems like it's going to be...
Oh, and they're...
Да, като свършим лайфа, ще преди да свършим лайфа, ще направим на
Maybe I should dye my
въблето
hair.
това.
Is it just my eye, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? I heard that. Oh!
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others. Yeah, we're definitely not all...
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right?
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the...
Извинете, че се забавих днеска, обаче хърка като зимна мечка, защото Снежная идва до зимата. Кой ще правите банда през зимата?
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like they're... You're right. Oh, Winnie's getting...
Между другото, аз мога ли да интерактувам с чата в Twitch? моят канал. Да, могат. Дай. Който иска да ма съпортне, ме съпортнете. Да, за да... Бам. За да може да изкараме Райден Шигуна. Колкото повече, толкова по-добре. Аз безплатно гледам да се окарам. Акаунта ми е free to play, ама... Райден Шигуна е друго ниво. Кой не иска Райден Шигун? Така да продължаваме историята.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far? Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So, well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Единственият характер, който не може да готви е Райден Шигун.
Then
Ама
let's
поне ти
head out.
поддържа намаление имаш, когато
Fremen,
правиш
what are
май
you
апгрейд
doing
на
here?
оръжията или с която.
Well,
Hey, nice to
Което
see
е
you again!
много време.
you too.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I...
Аз се нямам. Кой
Were you
играта
looking
е,
for
бе?
something just now,
Играч.
Fremen? Maybe I can help.
Можа да те
It's
разбера.
nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over.
Some food and water. And some clean cloth.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on.
Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them...
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
Ами не знам, просто така ми дойде Боко. Още в началото, какво има да напиша Боко. И така се стана акаунта. Боко.
Yes.
Боко.
Just-
Не знам, кото ми дойде. I sent you a request. Окей, ти си с Яемико. Това е, как беше, реквеста за най-добрия, един от най-добрите герои. За мен за сега няма по-готино нещо от богинята на луната. Of course, Mother Love Me. Защо се ги наричаш майки? Кажи. Тя ми е жена ми, бе, брат. Еле... Айде да не тръгнем към другия пъзък. Модър, я е. О! Аз къде трябва да отида? Долу. Nice. Of course, mother, yeah. Well, yeah, call me a little on.
with you this time.
Разбирам те, I'm here little on. Защо е, брат?
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth.
Можеше да си...
You are?
Защо ми идва на главата? Сещаш ли се към с теб, бро? Що да не ти е с теб сестра, бе? Може да лееш да се ожени за нея.
You can
Я
call
ми
me
се струва.
Claire feet?
It's nice to meet you. Does that
Извинявай,
name ring any
човек.
bells?
Не те бъзика на погадно. Да кажеш, isn't my age. Нищо бе, так му ще я подмладиш, бе, брат. Като ти кажеш, че ти е сестра, доведена сестра ще я подмладиш, так му ще направиш комплимент. Тя ще се ядоса, ако е и казваш, че е стара.
No, not
Ами
at
той
all.
обича да ги подмладяваш.
That's not a name we... She must be the
Разбираш?
phantom child Father's been searching for.
No, I haven't told anyone.
For how long?
About...
So ever since we got to Poisson then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
I appreciate someone like Navia.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it
Да,
looks like
Навия
you're hiding the
готино.
very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this,
И силен
everyone
характер,
involved is
между
going to
другото,
be
макар че има
punished.
доста проблеми. Орквечин Ганю. Ганю също е я... Дай да ни
You
пробея
know
вече.
the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started
Took a
taking
girl,
effect.
I'm gonna...
And not a single
You're
person was there to
okay,
help him.
Говориш за Ганю. Вместо да мюкнеш, гоня за рогата. По-добра работа върши.
That night, while I was
Фрики,
sleeping,
фрики.
I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, that feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices. It's happened many times in the house of the...
So what you're saying is,
Бро, ти си по-фрики
was
от
her.
мене, брат.
she...
Unless there are other
Аз
spirits
поне-
roaming around the house of the hearth, I
Крият
don't think
част от
there's
мене.
any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit
What
or
you
an actual
thinking about
child.
my new character?
I would have acted without a
О,
second
ти си го
thought.
изкарал този
Because
character.
that's what Father
Супер.
ordered us to do.
Брат, ти взе ли то са... как беше, бе? Той е пестар от Фейт. С многото оръжия. Сега го забравих. Сеща са. Ти ми го прати вчера, който искаш и на мен ми се пада безплатно. Брат, просто гледам да си осребря, гледам, че имам Twitch Drop, защото гледах стрима на един мой приятел, ютубър. Влизам да го видя, дропа, имаш награда. Гилгамеш. Да, брат, аз само влизам, опа, награда, избирай. И аз избрах Гилгамеш, брат. Обаче не, че ще цъкам много тази игра.
But she's been living with
Ще има
us,
време да цъкам.
helping us from the shadows all
Обаче
this
ще трябва и
time.
да си фиксам там
I
героите и
think
другите
that
работи.
makes her family.
Ще отнеме време.
I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not
Може
when there's
напълно
so
като
much we
преключа
still
с
don't
гейм.
know.
I have a bolt. Как е, брат? Как? Как успя да вземеш Сайбър?
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
I don't need Cyber. Last year they gifted Archer. Брат, предупреждавай ма за такива работи, за гача игрите ме предупреждавай. Моля те, брат. Ако има такова. Защото аз тук изтървах те от Хоризон. Изтървах няколко безплатни герои.
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
Много ясно. О, те...
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. A darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Lenny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Те го променят понякога. Не се ядосвай. Все пак ние става копирайт и знаеш. Защото ако някой ден станеш създател, не искаш да копираш други и после да те цъкат милиони лева. Евро. Вече не е лева. Евро. Нали знаеш какво става? Те много затегнаха нещата. Дори аниме сайтовете почнаха много да затварят. Анилаб замина, Ханиме замина, още няколко аниме сайта заминаха, които ползват. Гого аниме кога го унищожиха. Кадживятката... Тя още вари, ама. I mean 4.7 ZZ and have character collab. Значи в ZZ имаш... Я имаш.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Аз играх оригиналната игра. Гача играта на... на... Fate. И аз още в началото изкарах. Аз имах повечето бот SR ZZ. You have ACC character. Ясно.
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Lenny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than
This
blood.
will get character from #SR and also #SR will get character from ZZZ. Okay.
You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Lenny and Fremine. Maybe we should go
Не, всичко вари добре.
training. I should put my clothes away.
Honka Stario.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
everything's fine.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's...
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact,
what are you getting at, Traveler?
Like one character will be free, another you need to pull for. Ясно.
when guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on,
Me too.
well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before
Тоест,
Father
ако
is able
изтегля
to track her
играта...
down.
Да, май имаш нещо подобно. Че можеш да ползваш на приятелите герои.
That means finding out where
Тома
she
и
came
тук
from
мога да
and what she's
ползвам.
doing.
I've tried that already.
And?
Какви герои имаш?
And nothing. She even came with us all the way to Poisson.
I don't know much about spirits.
Let's see here.
Брат, искаш ли да ти покажа как съм билднал мола?
Oh, it's just
Или
that
кой герой
I
искаш
don't
да видиш,
remember
който
which
имам?
target.
Как съм го
sounds like
билднал?
it's worth a shot.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved.
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2.
I swear.
Whoa!
Here's only on theater not like there you can use character to farm material if your character isn't strong enough. Oh, so let me see your cool.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
Cool, коя? Аз не знам обаче защо тя е 4 стар херо. 4 стар херо, 4 стар херо, 5 стар херо.
And
Защото е по-големия
when
брат.
exactly did you get here?
Колумбина. Аз май...
You're an idiot, brother.
Йоре. You're idiot.
And you too, Ferme. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've
Трябваше
seen
да я
Claire get
включите.
around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
This seems most funny on Japanese wa.
If you don't agree, I'll have no
Da.
choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple.
You're
Просто
not giving us
мен
much
ми
wiggle
харесва
room
да
here,
наемам
Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our neck. There's no time to lose.
Тъй. Сега ще покажа как съм бил на Колумбина. Колумбина. Нито един перфектен артефакт все още има много да таковам за нея. Обаче за сега горе-долу е... You can check my character true. Ще ги видя после. Тук му ще ти ги рекна. Да, малко е слаба Колумбина. Има още да работя по нея. Energy Recharge обаче е добре. Зато и просто не искам нагоре. Да, той е Колумбина. Някой друг герой искаш ли да видиш как съм билднал? Между другото... да... Не фрейм. Скърк. Искаш да видиш как съм билднал скърк ли? Той май е още ро... А не, тя е 90 лева. Ма артефакта взел ли са ми? Не има още да работя по нея. Тя скоро те да се каже, съм почнал да билдвам. Има още да работя по скърк. Weapons. Бомбастик скърк, папа. Така, за оръжие съм избрал прототайп Памбър. Защото на нея ползвам ети оръжие, 5 Star Weapon. Имам само един каталист. 5 Star. И някак много не ми се обръща. На братлето Флинт имам Favonian Light. Не, още не съм направил оръжието. Не съм билднал даже перфектно. както виждаш. Обаче Мона, хелна. Обаче, я виж... гледай перото. Съвършения грал. Съвършения грал. Oh, get that crit spear. Руле, it's 3-star weapon. Weapon, но? Не, ти добре, бе. Аз ги гледам. Има такова, къде мога да гледам оръжията. Влизам в тренинг гайд. Да кажем, ето го този герой. И гледам кое оръжие най-се ползва. Ето. Той не е много перфектно. Ето го третия, дето и каш от Люе. Аз ползвам за сега. Той ми върши добре работа. 4 Star Weapon е добре. Талантите обаче още трябва да работя по него. Артефактите са супер. Може по какво да работя. Тук по толкова много герои има да работя. Why Tesla give crit rate? Which is better? Да, ще видя. Аз забравих къде беше за той за... Аха. Еди профил. Тук съм... да ги сменя. Нека сложа комбина. Нека сложа ние така. Скърк Флин. Траура. Другите още не съм ги билтнал. Сложа горе-долу тия, които съм ги билтнал. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Така. Окей. Сейф хитинг. Така. Трябва да видя в Акаша. Я да видя, ако вляза в Акаша, дали ще ми излезе Дзецицера. Защото не съм аз, my friend, welcome me summer of without girly acid picture. Супер! Акаша.
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past affairs.
Значи... обаче аз съм го променил. Така. 7, 5, 9. 7, 3, 4. 6, 8, 5. 5. 500 колко? Ага. Пишу. И... 500, 588. Аз обаче не знам как да го рестартирам. Да, защото те са старите. Аха. Защото аз го написах, нали ги вкарах. Новите. Нали ги вкарах новите. Профил. Look above мъка icon that shall be. Чиля? Да, ама не ми излиза. Оп, излезе ми. Излезе. Да, да. Да, ма аз... Как мога да... аз го рефрешнах, обаче... Нали някои пишат CC ранка или какъв ранк. Аз не мога да го намеря как е. If there is someone look in the second page. Аха. Second page. Излязаха. Топ 63. They friends специалнор комбо. Да, мога да ги направя като комбо. Аз как съм направил повече дефенса, отколкото атака. Виж как съм я направил, човек. Значи атака и ЕМ. А тук как е? Да, няма атака. Аз въобще не съм набил да още. Я да видя за нея как са нещата. Депа още не съм го направил. Да, дава точно най-добрите билдове. Чакай. Аха. Окей. Значи има Унар. Значи Нефа тъс и тос е добър такос. Ти да видиш. Шестнайсет билда имам. Демидж. 5000. Не преси и 8000. Аз зависи как. Сега съм на 63. Значи най-добрият билд е... Гео билд е този. Добре. Да видя де е лук. Трябва ми казуха. Само казуха ми трябва. Хавляк чаракстър билд и на каш. Значи аз имам около 16, които съм ги билднал. Горе-долу. Доста повече се билднал от мене, човек. После ще видя и твоята кост. Нека да продължим историята. Че едва ли хората ще им е интересно. Че ме е интересно това да говорим за билдване и тем подобни. А някой може да е интересно. И трябва да кажа някой Man, I have insane luck on my CC. Аз съм същия.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been attached.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Значи тя е...
Oh, another new friend.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the...
Huh? Isn't it the same for the knave brings you here and then you can't leave?
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be the people in charge. They're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it. And never in this house. Some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Ай-яй-яй.
Wait, does that mean the knave...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
Тя е мъртва, by the way. Тя е the spirit.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine.
От хората,
It's
които
your
са
birthday,
екзекутирани
you're
в...
blowing out the candles, and your
Night.
wish is...
Аз за първ път карам тази история.
To go outside, where the sun can find me.
Али да, стори. Добре, брат, ни пускай спойлера.
It? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Не, че не ми харесва.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
And also that how to... Знам.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. I'll try and find a way to use
Интересно ми е
basic
как
illusory magic
става
to take
така да се
Clairvy
пише тази
outside and
история.
bring
Кино
her
после
somewhere
ставате
with
приятели.
sunlight.
Значи, Трябва да я нашляпаш, че да ти стане приятел. О, много грешно звучи.
Lynette,
Който да каже, не
try
мога да
and
се
find the
оправдае.
list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect...
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want... Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice casual conversation.
Каквото и бъба са торито.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Сетих се. If you don't listen, you are being... If you don't listen, you can't smack.
I'll give you a magic bird.
От
If
Арлекино
Father
ли?
suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and if the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Careful.
You too.
Close.
Okay, this is where we part.
Въпроса...
Father should be at the beach nearby.
Might even from Raiden. Ние сте окей, ние сте правят хорошо. Разума шайне сентърнал. Аз се чуя какво ще стане, ако някой ден се скайт на гейч или пак. Дали ще оцелея? Да, представяш ли си? Само да не съм хилиджеро. Всичко друго може, ама да не съм хилиджеро. Защото не искам да ме фармят за материали, брат. Искам да ме... Ако е барбара, може да замисля.
It has to go well. That's the
Ако е бар. Само... Ооо. Дали падам на земята? Аз съм бит. Ооо. Слънцето огря. И вече няма измъкване. You want to be TV Wally of his bridge with birdies. Не, брат. Ти ми не. Макар че той е епик боса, ти ми не. Няма, брат. Представи ли си, аз съм хилиджър. Чакай да се сетя. Барбара прави силната си атака, аз падам. И тя, нали, дашва. Опа! Видях слънцето. Ти ще да е вероятно. Не знам как ще е самия свят. Дали има някаква разлика. Да, представяш ли си, ти си всеки герой може да си и да си обикаляш и наистина да е различно, а не да си като NPC. Не бих ядосал тогава Райден Шугун. Не бих искал да ядосам Райден Шугун. No. Освен ако нямам силен такова да доджвам. No. I'm gonna leave in that one. Да. Там е готино. Oh, child.
It's the knave, and
Аз бих тренирал с Кърк, брат. Много е трудно тренировката при нея, обаче ако наградата е хубава.
what are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't
You can
expect to run
find
into
a
you here.
secret spot. Nice. The key to unlock your emotions. Oh, не знам. You can find here secret spot on ice. The key to unlock your emotions. Наистина не може. If you are with Raiden. Трябва да съм обаче с Райден.
I was unconscious for quite a while.
И
I
тък му
couldn't have
начи
that
дърпам
now, could I?
Райден.
What sort of unfinished business?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she'd already left.
Трябва да ми кажеш как ста този номер. Къде мога да го
I
намеря
still
този
have
ключ?
so many questions for her.
Oh, okay.
Ти допълнителна
So,
задача
have
ли
you
е за да
any clues?
отключа нейните емоции?
Unfortunately,
Ще е много
no.
интересно.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Или говориш за ИСК. Да. Зависи. Освен ако не ми направи фриз. Разбрах.
She should focus on getting better first.
If you are with Raiden. С Райден трябва да се науча много доджове. По-скоро ако и наготвя нещо вкусно, може и да стане. Защото тя обича да яде, обаче тя не може да готви. Или ако ям помиите, може да я спечеля. Конкурия Рай Шигун. Обаче ако готви по-зле от Шион. Ако... She be saying humate Kadashi. Я ми го преведи, брат.
It's all thanks to that one kid, and that's good, because it looks like I really... Yeah, that's the one. Helping Lenny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this.
Oh.
Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such a illustrious dignitaries. What a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
Арлекино ще е по-забавно. Ако не ме отрепи, ще бъде голяма романтика.
Is it just Paimon?
You get
Or
to
does
it
it kind of
dead.
seem like they're...
No. Book. What the hell? How you gonna block my attack? Means play stop. Oh.
So, dear guests of the House of God, to what do I owe the visit?
Не сме добре с което.
Right.
Oh, okay.
We're super close to Lenny and the others, but...
Is that so?
Мали може да
Introduction.
върху историята.
Well, you see, there's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra.
What do you call,
like,
father? Чуч ми интересно.
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask
You'll be
tells me
fast
that our
and
intelligence
furious
work has been
mode.
quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that.
Yeah,
now,
no.
can we?
To unlock emotion faster. Да знам, с Арлекино ще е много сложно. Да, представиш ли си ситуацията?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Добре, че го обясни.
you go!
I'd also like to hear the answer to this.
Интересно.
I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
A match that you'll be the... Няма да стане... Няма да стане така. Меч. Айде, брат, чакайте или?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you?
Моля?
At least, that's what I heard. Зависи, ако умее хубава подскача.
да прави скват, да тренираме от лежанка, лицеви коренни. Все пак, брат, or this she will be dominated. Готина, не мога да кажа. Добре, какво мислиш, ако изляза с Спорина, брат? Обаче само трябва да се оправя с драмите. Стига да не е много прекалено мелодраматичен, няма проблеми. Как кажа, не ми харесва прекалената мелодрама, брат. Обаче, някои ситуации, колко е деликатна е... Брат, ще те пребия. Говорим за женски характери. О! С Артър не искам да се разправям. Аз и Лумин. С сестра на Траура. Найс. Abyss. Abyss monster. She's a beast monster.
Wait, did you really
No,
do something bad to those
that's
kids?
your words. Миньо. О, да, верно е. Ако ядосам, ще извика Нювилет. Тя да се ядоса не вика винаги Нювилет, така че... Стига да става дума проблемите за готвенето. Да, представяш ли се на готви ориз и тя... Готи нещо е! Ориз. Имах проблем един път, като готвих ориз. Стана толкова отвратителен. Буквално аз го въртях като пералня, брат. Ей, тей. It's either hair or хорин. Хорин. Не знам, и тя е готина, обаче тя може да те асасинира. С меча си. Лът! И са върти зелката. Трябва да внимаваш. С Райден и с някои други трябва да внимаваш. Много тежки характери, обаче се струва. Съкровището е хубаво. Обаче, The Father. Арлекино, съм глас по Арлекино. Съгласен съм. Но обаче стигнеш ли до съкровището, аз съм я виждал в добро състояние. В добро New Free Surprises. New. Обаче, я и Мико мисля, че е лесна, ако може да предразположиш. Тя обича много, как кажа, тя се срамува, пуска много екс-шегички. Ако може да предразположиш. Нило. О, Нило.
Never mind what I've
Да,
done.
знам я.
I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Nothing much.
Нило фри
Just some
стриптиз.
stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth,
Е,
and even going
зависи.
so far to attack your own family.
Зависи. Малко е сложно там.
Based on your reaction,
Обаче,
I'm guessing it's
аз
all a bunch of
предпочитам да са две такова. Хем да е малко сложно, хем да е леко лесно. Не да е прекалено, как да кажа, една връзка трябва да имаш не само чувства, трябва да сте равноположени, нали. Не знам, някак лека, но не е много.
I don't appreciate his particular
Например,
turns
мене
of
ме
phrase,
кефи
but I
сложния
suppose he didn't
характер
say
на
anything
Арлекино.
untrue. Although it would be more
Обаче
accurate
тя
to say
има
that there is a
и
certain level
мека
of
готина
prejudice
страна.
involved. But
Особено
I
когато става
don't
дума
intend
за
to
котки.
clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
Сетих са. Силати gets drunk, deep while sleep, she won't feel anything. Да, брат, ама ако разбере какво става, Нали знаеш, че е шаман, нали знаеш, че вижда. После знаеш какви тупанаци. Знаеш какви тупанаци ще стане, брат. Пробай. И сега ни са в Genshin Impact, свали целата и да видим. Кой ще стане? Ще те натупа. Тя ще натупа, ама няма да те екзекутира, да. Верно е.
Is that this is simply the land where I was raised?
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then, why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
Traveler. Чакай, то верно ли е преспал с нея? Това Кенан ли е? Това Кенан ли е, бе, брат? О, сериозно ли? Не е Кенан. Чакай, обясни за какво става въпрос. Кенан ли е? Че трябва с целати...
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all?
Yeah. Сигурно. Обаче ако то трябва може да се е махнал тогава. Зависи в коя ера си. Умно, умно.
You wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go.
Обаче пак ако искаш връзка с нея, той ще развали работата. Ако взими па и Ареса, ще гоним после Тревора. И той, ама аз съм правил такова нещо. Нищо, вземи инициативата. Top up him with mora and food. Сериозно? Може ли той да те прибира за тази история? Нали знаеш, че за него всички приятели съм българин? Да, човек главата ти е по-бъркана.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention.
Ти си прав. Не знам какво да кажа. Чакай ти да не се съкаднал Genshin да се събърнал после. How you get out from the problem. Аз имам интересен късмет. Имам добър и лош късмет. Така че мога да се оправя почти с всяка история. Надявам се. Аз съм се оправил с много други глупости в реалния свят, че в Genshin няма да се оправя. Макар че повечето му приятели казаха, ако се изсекаят на Genshin, ще умра още в началото. Дано да ми работят това. Аз ако съм като Тревора, колкото и пъти да падна, пак ще се съживя. Просто отивам до 7-те коли, айде.
I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with the...
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusar enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand.
Всъщност Лиса е най-лесната, за да лееш на среща. Просто казваш, че искаш да лееш на среща и ще стане лесно. Стига да не забравиш да върнеш книгата на време. Ако вземеш от нея книга, трябва да я върнеш на време. Ако иначе, въпроса да се разбирате романтично, Няма проблеми да закъснеш. Може би. Зависи. Всъщност май тя е най-лесният характер да е лична среща.
Just imagine. Tuser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from a rooster's mustache, while Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture. Well, would you look at the time? I should probably... Traveler, Paimon? I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves
Also
even.
this Friday Genshin. Oh, livestream. То, кога пускат 7.0? Май беше към другия месец, май беше, нали? След този барар.
I like the sound of that. Well,
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head?
Oh. You...
Oh,
Ма ти
I'd rather
трябва
enjoy the
на някои
evening
места
breeze.
специални такова
If you don't
за
mind, I think I'll stick
12
around.
август.
Apologies
Другия
for not
месец.
attending to you like...
Добре.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
Ама щом накрая се бие срещу нея, the suspicion is yes.
Oh, I wonder if Liddy made it any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Сега разбирам защо се бием срещу нея. После ще видя... Аз май... Я да видя кои босове съм... Не, тук са домените. Mission Experience. Enemy. Май тук всичките енемита имам. Нямам... не, освен това. Ето с. Така ще и съгля. Арлекино не е грозна, тя се е готина даже. Ако си падаш по лошите дами. Йоу.
Hey, how did everything go?
Аз тия очи червените. Готина се едно, че е вампирка.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clarity can't go
какво
into the
мислиш?
sunlight.
Арлекино с вампирски зъби и котешки уши. Ото ще е готино.
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Не може да ми... Делейт.
Huh.
Кое
Maybe
ти
she's afraid
делейте?
of sunlight, or... No, it... Well, we could always try... Oh, true.
I'm picky man.
I've pretty much tried it
sound
all
picky.
already. Nothing worked. How did it go with...
Good. I've got the list.
Really? Well, what are we waiting?
Стига да има характер и да си струва и да не ти вдига
Oh,
много
that's a
нервата,
lot of
нямам
pages.
проблем.
Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, L'Endroit...
Execution list. Oriar. Ondos. Lapioda. Janelle.
Oh, yikes. That Aurora guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kind of giving Paimon the quick...
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well...
Wait, so that means...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
Тоест всички могат да... Oh shit.
Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little...
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. I can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and they're,
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the House, most people would never... People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of them.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk. I can't say for sure, but I think they...
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any...
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is...
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa, hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh?
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
What's Project? Какъв е точно Project Stuja?
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
Не знам.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
Solution meant for ambulance cold weather.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right.
Значи става дума за някаква операция, сигурно в Снежная, не знам.
It might even, well,
Ще
it's getting
видим.
late.
We
We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow.
Сигурно ще е някаква дълга мисия и нещо много досадно ще бъде в Снежная. Ще видим.
Lynette, you stick with me this time. Freme, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Ще видим като дойде Снежная. Но the weather there is freezing everyone. Да. Всъщност има 3 зони. Едната е нормална. Втората е средна. Третата трябва да има специфичен характер, за да може да се справиш. Гледах.
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Lenny and everyone if she finds he's even scary when she smiles.
Ще видим.
If she were to actually get angry? Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Trust is ever, Traveler. Look! Look over there! Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees. Over there!
What the? The breeze. That's why I'm art scarlet everywhere with
Where is she going? Oh, someone sees her with toast.
Окей, ще е доста интересно. Нямам търпение да дойде и да почвам да стримам Снежная. Ще бъдеш ли на стрима, брат?
Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy! Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh?
Dragon Sparks.
All this hopeless resisting.
Как Dragon Sparks поренге?
It's
Ти
better to
по-зле.
dream of what I could have than please.
Oh shit, we gone again.
We need sure. Although, after you hear all this, everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again. You're saying the knave did all that?
За лайвстрима ще видя дали ще го гледам. Аз бих предпочитал да стримам и направо да цъкам играта.
Mother, but she doesn't deserve if only Perry were here. She'd understand. Perry. There's that name. Also, Paimon's getting a strange. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Shnezhnaya, You can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it too, but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her. We should really go talk to Mother. But we just fought. She doesn't want to see me. And what should I do? My mom really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early...
Alright, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad...
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret...
Secret experiment? Could that be what Claire...
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the Knave and the Doctor work together to do something horrible. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't...
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what... Alright, let's get...
Да, даже ще коментирам. Всъщност дай. Да, дай да го такова. Чакай се. Акаша. Дай да видим. Ти. И да го коментирам. Що така гледам. Три, 5, 0. Ето да. Да видим какви герои имаш. Има Скърк Билднот. А, ето и циците.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply
Че е
to
най-добре
wander
герой,
through
как гледам.
Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the
О,
wild
я
hunt
тук
will
да...
be sure to drag him into the
Моя.
darkness.
Айде да гледам това Скъркът дето се билднал. Атаката ти всичко е в дефенс, има ера Крил Демидж. Крил Демидж е добре. Найс. Тя е най-добре билдна, така гледам. Я е Мико. Пак нямаш към атак. Може добро, ама атак нямаш. Добре. Ма вуйка. Добре. Само че като гледам някой липсват някой. Траура. Що толкова малко? Цебето ти, що е толкова малко тук? Някой не си ги оправил още. Може да работи по тях. Добре. Те са най-добрите. Да видя... Акаша. Да видя... Моите ЕЦЦР. На компютъра дава повече информация. Добре си. Брат, видя го. Да видя при мене как е. Значи най-добрият ЦЦЦ е при Флин в момента. Пише Уезли. Мона уша такова. Аз мисля, че са добре, ама как гледам само Флин е... Делук е доста зле. Трябва да горе-долу добра. Добре си, бе, брат. Аз гледам всички да ги вдигна. А как гледам, има да работя още по тях. Да вдигнат ЦЦЦ ранка. Добре.
It's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night? Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles.
Super.
So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to be curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Us? Distract you?
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Добре.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully, well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on... Okay, then we probably...
Те. Той така ще отключим още урод квеста, мисля, че.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and although there's that situation with Filial and Antoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. They're...
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more... Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's...
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye if Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime. All evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable.
Всъщност тя е умна.
Will be severe.
Тя не иска да го прави. Тя ни дава шанс. Но просто това е системата. Няма друг начин.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we...
I've got to do the story. Аха. Добре, брат. See you later, bro.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuf, I must say. I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your...
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before... It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please, review...
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine, and, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his past. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, traveler Paimon.
Всичко е свързано с вода. Ах, господин ювелет. Как са продали за една бутилка вода? Но мисля, че... трябва да пазиш шифорина.
What exactly were you talking about back there? I only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, then...
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Winnie, I don't really hope everything... Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your tiki cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was... Well, let me make it up to you at least.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra...
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with more, it's just...
I'll take 3 papers. Here. You are...
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right?
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we... Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on it.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Lenny some extra time. I just have... If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to...
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna...
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what do you have?
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far. Wonderful. Here. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough, but what?
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Take a break. Pick up the pace. Come on, keep up. Take a break. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now, no one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with this. It was before I became a Harbinger. And before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't...
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheritance. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have...
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother. To prove that she treated all her... Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth.
Wait! The friend that Clairvy met?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call... Clarvey was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clarvey longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clarvey told Peruere that she hoped to create There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clarvey proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together.
Oh no.
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hope. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this Clarvey rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low... Clarvey never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clarvey still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one up. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere, the very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle, but ultimately, Clarvey decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess.
Crucibina, you mean?
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name.
So the Perry Clarvey was talking about, it was you all along. You're Peruere. Arlecchino is just
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing now, that after I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity, not only as Arlecchino, and that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clarvey wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of... You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume, of course. The chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for—
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. And it is this very perception. No matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash.
Wait! I can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self, she's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share. Because that is how a household should be.
Is this really what you...
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happened...
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her...
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed. It's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for
By traitors? Do you...
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean...
Fultz, why don't you share what you...
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just thought Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame...
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it.
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo? Have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then.
You're wrong. wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the...
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spot...
Filial, Nantoy, I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be... If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness. Even if it cost me my life.
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake. And we should own up to it. I'm sorry, Chaplot. Faults.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
and so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did. We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've... So please, Father.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny, you... I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength.
Wait.
Impossible. Father is way too strong. Did you hear that, Traveler? Lily and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow.
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the...
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less.
Там даже может лапим.
It's my turn.
Alice! Harvey!
What the heck?
Closer now.
Watch out for Father's movements!
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Now that's more like it.
Heaven's will made mine.
Is it my turn now?
Unexpected.
Spare your energy. Running is a
Close your eyes. Be silent. To dust.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of courage.
Look out!
Observe. Close your eyes.
Look at me. Trapped like a bunch of helpless ants. Spare your energy. Running is a...
Dobra.
Now for shit!
Observe.
Is it my turn now? Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Be silent.
Over here! With these rising flames!
I'm rather out of sorts. To dust.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all. Spare your energy. Running great.
And...
Yo. Of flames with the knife. Yo. War sprite presence.
Burn.
What the first? Добре. И не го очаквах.
Close your eyes.
Now for shit!
Over here!
Watch out for your movements!
Names manifest.
Observe.
The sun of your chest. Over here.
Hayır, çıkıyor.
Avalanche.
Добре, Арлекино е нещо.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out! Now's our chance!
Over here.
Добре. Să-mi scăpim câteva lucrurile astea.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon? I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me. I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want
Lily.
given that I am the victor of this duel. As agreed.
No!
I never thought things would end like.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to... Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you...
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I kept them super safe.
Wonderful. Then, in just a...
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be if you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you... Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion...
So, you're just letting
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die. and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down, but I really...
Don't cry, Philip. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled.
Of course.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really...
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Lenny. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your... Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope...
Father.
Let's go.
Тя пак им помага въпреки.
Here, grab my arm, Lenny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Epic.
Can we talk now? You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so late. Did I somehow travel to the future on accident?
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she stood speechless. Oh. Huh? That's it? You accepted it? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, can you tell me about it? I want to know what...
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so later on you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down, but somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you,
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom, it's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they...
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We got so many... You know, I used to dream of being a bard playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any... Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you. I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lesson, but at the academia, I bet you could... I'm just kidding. The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime. Oh no, that must have... Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective... How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so...
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is... Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and...
And you? What have you done?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never... Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Booth d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stand.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different, I must admit. I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility. One not...
I just... never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and you would do anything to protect them.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning. From the very moment she said, I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your conviction...
Father...
No one knows what the future holds. What tragedy, if reaching a certain standard, were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be...
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to surpass. The road ahead is not an easy one. So...
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to protecting my family at all costs.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our at present. Our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared, no matter how arduous the journey ahead.
Гадема.
Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Booth d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
Очень модов да имам герой. Как гледам.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better. What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well... Oh, And I wanted to add, Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crucibina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met—
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crucibina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth. Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in that— When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crucibina never talked about— A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about—
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so—
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already—
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight, so I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through—
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course.
Are Filio and Antoyo?
I actually saw them at a cafe. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would—
Страхотна история. И отключихме домена с Арлекино, което... Ако не ми трябва, не бих тръгнал да го правя. Няколко атаки. Трябва да вдигна още.
Such defiance.
Add Astro.
Като говорим да са правене.
Add Astro. Thank you for complete.
Трябва да вдигна... Тъй. Това. Защо... Трябва да вдигна... Това. Добрите артефакти. Друг начин няма.
Observe to dust. Be silent to dust. Night falls.
Dobra. Okay. Да, мисля, че беше това. Да, 6. И едно такова. Так, отида на Макс. Отида на Макс. Ето. Не. Да. Чакай. Чакай. Да, мога. Ти ми трябва да. Ей. Таланти. Трябва ми само още няколко такива. Трябва ми още няколко такива. Дигам.
You quite finished. Steady to dust.
I live within you.
Close your eyes. To dust.
Решил съм изпадя. Да, континуем.
Observe. Night falls.
Such defiance. Surge.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Night falls.
Значи може и още по. Да видим. Колко е? Точно. Стигам до 10. Таланти. Ей. 2. Добре. 2. Тъй няма обаче той. Добре. Да се излекуваме. Ще отида да бия. Не.
You look worried. Relax. It takes more than a little wit.
Stuck.
Okay, let's.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Fear the dark.
I think now.
One's first time is far too slow. Running speed!
Be silent. Fear the dark. Observe. Be silent. Close your eyes.
I am so lying! You can't get me up here.
Hiding secret.
Should present a united front.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls. Observe. Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Such defiance. Heaven's will.
Be silent.
dance, my dearest.
Try to remember the steps this time.
Oops! I thought I had it memorized.
Observe.
To dust.
Трябва да си взема да направя храна за лекуване. Тука и 4 звездна храна.
It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some pomp and ceremony. Good lord, close your eyes.
Where were we, son? To dust. Let us dance, my dearest.
Try to remember the steps this time.
Begone. I lifted in you.
Oops! I thought I had memorized.
Observe.
To dust.
Close your eyes.
Wait. Such defiance.
Be silent.
Observe.
Feel the dark.
Close your eyes.
Towering return to form!
Oh no! Sorry, my dear.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Blundering oafs, you're ruining the show!
Observe.
Begone.
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling. To dust. Ow!
Our performance has yet to conclude.
Such defiance. Heaven's will. Make.
Observe.
I dance for you, my dear. It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some pomp and ceremony. Good lord, forget your eyes.
Where were we?
Wait. Begone. I will see through.
Be silent.
Close your eyes.
The final act is upon us.
I think not.
Observe.
Feel the dark. Be silent.
Okay. Okay. Стомтеро. Също ще ми трябва за някой герой. Искам да ги апгрейд на макс. После ще се занимавам с... 2 секунди. Супер. Нямам той, което ми трябва. Окей. Mora complete cook dishes. Супер, супер. Таланти. Да. Това няма скоро. Добре, дай да такова артефактите. Това е добре. Това е добре. Това няколко трябва. Не. А последното тука. Да отидат да хапна.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Moonlit night for all.
Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes.
Big eye. I live to
Така. О. Какво? Атак процент. XP процент. Електро. Critical rate. Ще видим. Обаче електро процента е доста добра. Чашата. Тъй. Електро. Атак. Добре, енергийни. Атак процент да... Ма 7% електро. Switch. Крит. Да видим. О. Тридесет, да? Okay. Ето и ще запази. Той. И би трябвало сега... Дойдем тук и ще отида да хапна. Преключвам лайфа за сега. Ще във вечерния кога ще го стримам. Мисля, че е предостатъчно. Колко е часа? Колко време снимам? 2 часа. Към 3. Абе, имаме още малко работа. И то фонтейн. После тука. Фонтейн. Оп. Който е? Дай да бием съществото и да бием. Колко лева ми трябва? 9. Хайдрорез. Браво. Чакай. Си е било друго. Да качвам се, отивам, бия го. Бия 3, изпълнявам 3 квеста и преключвам сега. Отивам, давам. Доволен съм днес. Че няма толкова много гледания. Доволен съм. Тук ще трябва да се събърят повечето неща. Hydro damage, hydro damage.
Observe. Close your eyes. Nightfall.
Converge.
Be silent. Nightfall. Close your eyes.
И паднах от смех, батей. Окей. Така ще трябва да стане час 6, 9. Вземам 3. Бонус 6 лева. Както искам. Така 7, 8. Ти какво е? Ето е 9 диаграма е хидротрежър компас. Ренгард. Те. И като преключа... Ще отида да хапна. Ще гледам филми. Ще си почивам. И страхотен. Сериозно? Или джокер? Много хубаво. No. Ето го.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Fear the dark.
Such defiance. Heaven's will.
Be silent. Night falls.
Електрослабост. Така за тях ги платени. Трябва после да... О, не, е така, хотел. Още храна, още рецепти. Ти какво? Анеморез. Криорез. Добре. Крио. Дендрорез, криорез. Се бием. Тъс. Изпълнявам трите квеста. Такова готино настроение съм. Такова готино настроение съм.
Close your eyes. Night falls.
I live within you.
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Be silent.
Belongs to ice.
Да, много завърших. После вземам другите лорд квестове. Събирам се накрая после. Така и дай ми 70, 70. Exploration. Добре. Да, имам предостатъчно. Тайран, че. Чакай, той изобщо къде? А? А изобщо къде трябва да отида? О, тук има такова. Окей. Съвсем екран. Ето го тук.
Looks like we're running out of Type 3 sewers.
Feel free to check the Aquabus map.
Добре. Тут джанкуя. Колко ми се търси? Автобус. Слезам. Не ще приключвам да не. Колко? 8. Айде, стига. Не, айде. Абонирайте се, лайквайте и коментирайте. Бай-бай!